Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be looking at a team, well, a couple of teams that are not going to consist of any XL Pokemon whatsoever, so we can help everybody else out who has not really reached level 40 yet. Or, we talked about this yesterday. You could be level 40 and just simply not have the resources for the XL Pokemon, right? That's not the whole issue, but we're not going to go ahead and dive into all that. We're just going to look at these teams here. As you can see, we'll get into the commentary in a minute. But first, let's just briefly discuss how absolutely broken the state of Pokemon Go is right now. I don't understand how they can just keep going backwards. I get it. We've said it before. Things happen when you're programming, when you're making an application like this, and you have multiple different devices for it to work on. You're going to come across a few issues here and there. But I think they've went well past the time frame for these kind of bugs to keep occurring. And it's getting bad to the point where it is flashing lights for some people during some sequences during the game and causing certain sort of epilepsies. I can't speak to this 100%. It's been he say, she say things happening here. I have seen the flashes myself, but as far as those reports, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but nonetheless, it is an issue, a very big issue. There should be a warning put out by Niantic, maybe even take down the app for a week, okay? What will happen if they do that? It is going to bring a bunch of people to finally come to the conclusion that I think I'm done with this game if they do shut it down for a week. I'm talking the whole thing, Pokemon Go servers being completely pulled for us publicly so they can work on it hard and fix what's going on here. So they will lose a bunch of people. But here's the thing. Sure, fine. They've made so much money, they can shut this thing down for a year and they'll be perfectly fine. Indefinitely. But what I'm thinking is, take it down for a while, fix things to your specifications that they need to just get done. This is absolutely ridiculous. And we will come back to a more fixed app. This is absolutely insanity as to what is taking place here. We can go over all the bugs, all the issues that are taking place. You guys know that it's different for everybody else's devices, iOS or Android, and even on, the same devices, you're running into different problems for different phones or whatever the case may be. But just know right now, we're going through a crazy time for Pokemon Go, and I wouldn't necessarily want to promote what I'm about to say, but seeing that there are things that are causing people to have, problems when they're looking at the screen because of these lights or whatever's taking place here, you may want to revert back to an older version. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm not going to say where to get it, but you may want to do that, okay? Because it's crazy. I'm even hearing reports that people can't even curve throw. So yeah, the app is absolutely broken. It's not good. It is the Pokemon brand that is keeping it alive. And I don't want to just say, just jump on Niantic's back here. But come on, guys. You got GoFest coming up. Pokemon Unite. People may just say, I'm done. This game is not going to just die. It's going to recover. They're going to fix it. But at this state, whoa, it's a little crazy. But anyways, with that said, just wanted to let you guys know. We could go on a whole video rant about it, but let's just keep it at that. Get into the commentary here. If you do enjoy my videos, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you need to turn notifications on. And now let's go ahead and take a look at these teams here. Now, we will be using 2 shadows, so you do kind of need those. And if you're thinking, well, can I substitute those shadows for regulars? Absolutely. And what we're going to be doing with our Shadow Dragonite here is actually using Dragon Tail for the first time in Go Battle League with its new buff on Dragonite specifically, just to see how it does work out. And I found it quite fun. As simple as that. It works great. Shadow Machamp also can be replaced with a regular one. Obviously, the damage is not going to be as much, but you're going to be a little bit tankier. You'll be perfectly fine in that situation. As far as Caesar, it is going to be regular, and I haven't really used this too much. Thought it'd be fun, so let's go ahead and get into the commentary after we do take out this Glade here, and Typhlosion taking the win for us. So Typhlosion is kind of that substitute for Talonflame, right? Right. So for the next battle, we're met with a Shadow Swampert here. We just got to look out for Earthquake. That was certainly way too quick for one. But the thing is, they know dang well, even if they have Sludge Wave, they're going to be able to beat us here, outpace us with the Hydro Cannon, even though it's not very effective because it's just so OP. They're going to be swapping into their Shadow Machamp, in which we're going to go ahead and bring in our Dragonite here. Need to look out for a Rock Slide. They're going to be baiting us here. Unfortunately, we used a shield, and at this point, I could have maybe farmed down. Dragon Tail is extremely strong in a Shadow Dragonite, but that's okay because we're getting both of the shields. As long as we win this matchup, we should be able to come back in and start getting things on course. They're coming back in here with a Clefable, and this is just perfect. We're going to go in here with the Typhlosion and start building up. And Typhlosion with energy is absolutely a very scary thing to see. So they're going to be swapping into their Swampert, which did have energy here, getting off that Hydro Cannon and getting our last shield. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Empoleon. Unfortunately, we're not able to get to the Hydro Cannon. So what's going to happen here? Well, we're going to go down, bring in Typhlosion, get to the Blast Burn, get it off immediately because those Incinerates take forever to register. They're very slow, and they'll get to another Hydro Cannon. They'll probably get to like 5 Hydro Cannons. Joking. So they're bringing in the Clefable. We have the Blast Burn ready to go here. We're getting that through. Great. And they're able to get to a charge. I'm thinking, please don't be Psychic. And it's a Moonblast. We survive with about 2 or 1 HP and take the win with that last Incinerate. On to our next opponent. We're going to be met with a Snorlax. This is an okay matchup here. This is okay. So obviously we have to look out for that superpower. Now if you're thinking, well, what about the other team? I want to see, you know, the the Scizor and the Glade. Well, we'll get to that here in a minute. We're going to be pairing up the Glade and Scizor with Machamp. All right, so we're going to be shielding up that Body Slam bait. And I'm expecting a superpower at this point, and there it is. So we're going to go ahead and get off this Hydro Cannon here. We are down a shield. If they want to shield that Snorlax to win the matchup, then that's fine. But they're letting it go through. We're down a shield. They're going to come in here and be able to farm with that Kingdra. Not very effective Dragon Breath. And we're going to go in here with our Shadow Dragonite Dragon Tail, doing an extreme amount of damage to that Kingdra. It is amazing. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Typhlosion as they do bring in their Clefable here, resisting that Charm, looking good. And most of the charge moves, you have Meteor Mash, Moonblast, Psychic is going to be neutral but non-stab. So we are going to go ahead and let this Meteor Mash go through. Good thing we called it. Holding on to our last shield. We really need to hold on to that. Bringing in that Kingdra. And we're just going to go ahead and go for the Blast Burn. We're getting a shield out of them. That's great. And since we still do have our shield, they're not going to be able to get to 2 Octazookas here. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. And check out the Dragon Tail damage. Let's go. We're able to take the win. Holding on to just a sliver of health with that Shadow Dragonite. Looking good. On to our next battle. We're met with a Togekiss. Chef's Kiss. You know it. They're going to be swapping into their Venusaur. And we're going to go ahead and bring in that Typhlosion and start to do a ton of damage with that Incinerate here. So they're getting off a Sludge Bomb. We didn't overfarm by accident. We did this intentionally. I figure they're not going to be shielding up their Venusaur. They're going to come back in here and they're bringing in an Empoleon. This is still going to do a lot of damage. Awesome. And we do have the Empoleon to go up against theirs, up a shield. So this is a very good situation here. Looks like I'm just going to be bringing in the Dragonite. Seeing that our matchup with the other Pokemon is going to be fine with the Empoleon here, we're going to go ahead and just take the Force and then swap into our Empoleon when they do bring in that Togekiss here. And after this, I do believe we want to just farm up. And we're going to call this, or oh, never mind. I was going to say we're going to call this and say it's an Ancient Power, but they're not even able to get to a charge move. Bringing in their own Empoleon, their last Pokemon here. They still have 1 shield. And we should be able to outpace it here. Basically, the Empoleon, ours, is not going to be able to win this matchup. They're going to be able to farm us down here. But what's going to happen is we have 2 shields. We resist water. And it's fine even if they have 2 Drill Pecks because we have 2 shields. Bringing in the Dragonite, Dragon Claw is going to take out that Steel type. And we're looking good. All right. No XLs. Still taking some wins here. On to our next opponent. We're met with a Dragonite. This is a okay lead. All right. It's not like, oh, super great for Empoleon or super great for Dragonite. So they're swapping into their Swampert to catch the Drill Peck, which they were thinking, yeah, they're not going to throw Hydro Cannon, so they're going to catch that Drill Peck. Very nice. And we're going to swap into our Shadow Dragonite ourselves, hitting us with the Sludge Wave, doing a lot of damage, but we're able to farm down, and we have 2 Dragon Claws ready to go. Expecting them to bring that Dragonite back in, so we probably will be getting 2 shields out of them here. So let's see. There goes 1. Beautiful. The next Dragon Claw, they're not going to even be able to get too much farm off of us either because Shadow Dragonite and no health. Down we go. Beautiful. We didn't even see a Dragon Breath. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Empoleon here to... Don't know if we shield... Oh, yes. This is a Draco. That's right. Okay, so hitting us with Draco, swapping into Venusaur, and we have 2 shields. So Don't act like you win quite yet, Poke. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. Getting us with a bait there. Sludge Bomb is no joke. It still does a bunch of damage. Hitting this charge move right before they get to that Sludge Bomb here. So we can hold on to that last shield going up against that Dragonite. And yes, Dragon resists fire, but you know what happens when you get a Community Day move Pokemon like Typhlosion? It doesn't matter. Take a look. Doing a ton of damage. Gonna shield this up and then finish him off with a Fire Incinerate for the win that we don't even see there. It was actually before they even threw their charge move. It was just registering afterwards. Anyways, into the next battle, we'll have a mirror match here. Okay. And mine is rank 3, so it is going to be able to tank these quick moves and charge moves fairly well. And we're going to go ahead and build actually past 2 here. And there, making sure we don't hit 100 energy and waste a quick move and waste gaining energy. Going for that first Hydro Cannon, bringing them into the red. As you can see, we are tankier here. The bulk makes a difference. So a lot of times having higher attack will get you the CMP, charge move priority, to help you go first if you guys both hit the charge move at the same time, guys or gals. So having the bulk, though, lower attack is not going to enable us to go first, but as you can see, it's still great. They're swapping into a Typhlosion. We're going to hold our ground. No need to swap and lock. We're going to wait for them to take us out and bring in our Dragonite here. They're going to be going into a Togekiss, and the rest is history here. Well, not quite yet. Let's see how it does play out, but we already know. It's looking pretty stinking good for us. Now, I had a lot of fun using Scizor. We're going to be running Bullet Punch, Night Slash, and Iron Head. And as far as getting the boosts with the Night Slash, wow, incredible. I couldn't believe how many times we were able to get it. I think we got it twice in one battle. And it was to the point where somebody just stopped. Like, I don't know if they were lagging because of the state of the game. But they were in a horrible position. They probably just closed the app. Anyways, we're not able to get off that Blast Burn, unfortunately, but it doesn't really matter. Going in here with the Dragonite and taking the win with the Dragon Claw up against the Typhlosion. Looking good. On to our next opponent, and we're met with an Abomasnow. This is not particularly the best matchup, but they're swapping into a Kingdra, in which we're going to go ahead and bring in that Dragonite. Getting to the Dragon Tail here. It's going to force a shield out of them, I would assume. Yep. And well, what they could have done was let it go and then hold on to that shield, come in with Abomasnow, and just farm the heck out of us. That's not saying that they played it wrong. I'm just, giving out hints and suggestions. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Empoleon to try to farm down here. Unfortunately, they're able to get to another charge move here, but it's okay. It's just an Octazooka. Please don't give me the debuff. And no debuff. Great. And we're just going to see what they throw into the battle here. We got to be quick. We're not tapping the screen. Now, just a little tip here. If you're waiting to hit your charge move and you have low health, and you have a Pokemon that has a very long quick move animation, don't tap the screen. I mean, you can if you want. You can tap the charge move if you're confident, but I was waiting to see what they were going to bring in, right? You can go Hydro Cannon, and then it would have been the Gyarados, so not very effective. So just a little heads up there. So bringing in the Typhlosion to go up against this Gyarados here. I don't think this is looking too hot for us here. Hitting us with an Aqua Tail. Yeah, I mean, this is a great matchup, but check it out. Let's see. So Weather Ball, and we simply just don't have enough health. If we were able to get to the 2 Blast Burns here, then I think we could have pulled it off, but they would have farmed us down with the quick move on the Abomasnow, even though it's not very effective. And it's so close. In comes our Typhlosion. That was just about at a Blast Burn, and they're going to be taking us out with an Aqua Tail. Good game. Alrighty. Moving on to our next opponent here. See what we're going to be met with, and it is going to be a Gyarados. Alright, again, it's funny, they're coming back for that revenge, those Pokemon here. So we have the Dragon Breath. Even if they had a Waterfall, it's not very effective, but this is a lot better of a situation because no stab. Getting to the crunch, doing some pretty decent damage, and we're going to go ahead and throw a Drill Peck right back at it. I would say this is an even matchup here, sort of, because they're going to be able to get to that energy, and as you can see, the health is pretty even. We are going to shield up this crunch because we don't want to lose this matchup here, and we want to see if we can get a shield out of them as well. And they're letting it go. They have a counter to us. They're going to farm us down with Machamp. That's a good call there. Just like we kind of discussed with the farm down on the letting the Dragon Claw go through on the Kingdra and then coming in and farming down. Kind of same concept here, not locking themselves in. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Typhlosion after they do bring in the Abomasnow, and now we're looking a lot better. This is great. We are going to farm down. No problem at all. Yeah, they're going to be able to hit us over and over again with Weather Ball and bring us below half, but that's no problem at all. We need to hold on to all this energy. Have 2 Blast Burns, and it's a GG. It's in the bag, folks. We're looking good. So we're going to get that shield, another shield here, and we still have those Pokemon in the back to handle this Machamp. But it is going to be loaded up on energy, so we need to be careful here. I'm thinking, come on. Can I get to it? Nope. Not getting to it at all. Going in with the Dragonite, we still have a shield left, and we're going to be able to hit that Dragon Claw to take out the Machamp. Looking good. And yeah. If you think, where's the Scizor? Come on. Well, I think maybe now. I know, right? We're like getting towards the end of the video. Where the heck is it? And is it going to be making it? There it is. There it is. Crazy team, right? So very weak to Charm. Got to play this specifically. I would say the Glade's the safe swap, so we can keep the Scizor alive in case we do run into a Charm user. But of course, I don't play it that way. I swap into Scizor randomly here. So we're going to use our shield and swap into our Glade. Hey, we're actually using it as a safe swap to absorb this Hydro Cannon, unfortunately. Sorry, Glade. And they're bringing in a Muck. So we're going to go ahead and hit that close combat here. And we are going to let it... Well, we're going to let it go. Yeah, okay, they're going to Poison Jab us down. So Poison Jab or Snarl? It really depends. Snarl's still really good. Poison Jab's attack has been boosted, and you're getting stabbed, so it's not bad. And actually, we're going in there and taking them out before they get off their charge. Oof, that was... it's an ongoing thing we've been doing the past couple of days here, playing a little aggressive. So we're getting off a Rock Slide, just doing as much as we can, swapping into Scizor here. Expecting a close combat, but it is a Leaf Blade. Oh, wait. Yeah, that was a little too quick. So good call there. Excellent. Holding on to that shield. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Night Slash here. And we're getting the shield out of them. Beautiful. Should be able to get to another one and then take the win up against Glade. I don't think they're going to be able to actually get to the close combat. They don't have enough time. So Scizor is putting in some work for us here. Let's go. And this is... I'm expecting another... Oh, it's a close combat. Oh, I take it back, but we're going to go ahead and go in with the Champ. Did you see that? Machamp goes in there and counters it down. And it had like 1 HP. Ooh, that just shows you how quick move registration works, right? Confusion is slow to register the damage, while some moves like counter are quicker, and you're able to take wins like that. All right, so we have the Scizor up against Glade here. What are we going to do? Call it? And it's a close combat. Good call. Now we're farming down. Let's get it. This is absolutely a Leaf Blade, and we're going to let it go through because, well, Steel and Bug. Okay, that's just going to tickle a little bit. Scizor holding it down for us. We are down a shield, but we're still winning that swap, which is great. Going to go ahead and go for Iron Head and get Stab out of this, expecting them to let it go through, and we're doing a decent amount of damage here. Body Slam's not very effective, but it really doesn't matter because at this range of health, they will be able to take us out, but they are farming extra at this point. They definitely have like probably like 2 Body Slams now at this point, maybe almost like couple licks shy of 2. All right, so they're... Oh, yeah. This is the one where, yet again, I take them out with a bunch of energy. And you could say it's lag, but I'm probably closer at because, I feel you on that one. I would be really angry, too. That Snorlax had a lot of energy. Anyways, into the next battle, we're met with a Kingdra here, and this is fine. Yeah, no problem. They're going to be swapping to catch the Cross Chop on the Togekiss, which is perfect. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Scizor. Let's have a little fun with a Fairy type. Let's go. I was waiting for this moment so badly. Now we're going to call this. Could be a Flamethrower, which would be bad with all this energy, but it's an Ancient Power. Let's get it. They're getting the boost before they go down, and this Scizor is absolutely loaded up on energy. Let's have some fun with it and unleash these Night Slashes. Let's see if we can get the boost here. So there is 1 boost. Beautiful. This is what I was talking about. We're going to be getting another boost. And there it is. They're probably just, they probably grab their forehead like, are you kidding me? Or they're either laughing like, wow, this is so funny. Anyways, bringing in the Machamp here to, I think we want to counter down. I think we want, yep, oh yeah, and we never see the last Pokemon here, and looking good. Alrighty, moving it on to our next battle. As you can see, Scizor putting in the work, and it's awesome. I love it. I do have a shiny Shadow, but it's all right. We're not gonna power that up right now. So up against a Charizard here, and we're gonna shield the first one. It's a Blast Burn. Okay, going for big moves right away, and we're gonna throw our big move as well. Rock Slide, doing super effective damage, really effective damage. Now at this point, extra damage all the way. We don't need to shield this up. That's perfectly fine. Getting a Rock Slide through there, letting it go through as well, and we're perfectly okay. can handle Venusaur easy money. Frenzy Plant is massively resisted, and so is this Sludge Bomb because of the Steel typing. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Scizor to just absorb all of this energy that they've been building up here. And we're looking good. If you did enjoy this video, trying to help you guys out without using XL Pokemon, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care, trainers.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!